So I just noticed I've got this CAD file up here. I was just ready to start measuring it up. I've got the part up on my layout table here in the lab, and I just noticed that my part doesn't match this CAD file here that I've translated in. I've just noticed I've got the right-hand part, and this CAD file is actually showing me the left-hand part. So I don't like that so much, but I don't want to wait for my client to send me the other hand part. So what I'd like to do is mirror that part myself here in X. And what I'll do first is I will get it into a view that kind of makes some sense. Okay, there we go. Now I'm looking at it from a back or a front view here, depending on how the part is actually oriented for my client. But what I'd like is that part to be on this side. So what I'll do is I will go to my CAD parts little taskbar here, my menu on the side, and here is the part that I've got translated in. What I can do is I can right mouse click on that, and I've got some options here with that file or with that CAD part. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to create a mirrored copy of that part, and I want to mirror it around the X direction, which is the direction that the trihedron is actually viewing that part. So I will click on that, and then notice what it's done is it has mirrored the part over to this side. It's actually made a copy of that part and has not disturbed the original part that it came from. So if that's truly the part I want in that orientation, I would come up to the other part here, the first CAD file that I pulled in, and then I can right mouse click on it and delete it out of my model tree. Or if I just don't want to show it, I can uncheck the box there and it just doesn't show it. But what happens is that model is still out there in the data, so when I do a save, I've still got that content that I'll be saving out to my FCE file. So if that CAD part is nothing that I'm going to measure to, I'm just going to right mouse key on it and I'm going to delete it out. And of course, Faro asks if I want to delete it, and I say yes, otherwise I wouldn't have gone through that headache. So here I've got it. I've got this part up on my screen now, and that looks exactly like the part that I'm going to be measuring in my lab here.